actually goes.
Is it? Oh my God, turn it off. Turn it off.
I think it is, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Should be.
Because it says I am live here. It says I'm live here.
Or does it show you image?
No, not yet. This is going to be... Oh, there we go. All right, I can stop.
Perfect.
Welcome to Contra Gentiles. Season episode 4. Something. I don't know. We'll just have a brand. It'll be all caps and be men.
You didn't...
I didn't what?
You didn't even say like episode. I mean, season what? You just said season episode.
I don't remember that. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Feeling silly. There's Truman's influence on me. People just get a full frontal of Truman. Guava nectar. What are you setting up now?
Nothing. Just keep talking.
No, what are you're doing something. I'm checking emails. I have to check emails.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just setting up the screen when we fade to black because the switcher is over there.
Oh.
So
okay.
I could do another one here and I just
Okay. Yeah, anyway, things are good.
Yeah,
Things are fine.
great.
Things are good.
Yeah. Truman is here with us today.
Yeah. He required companionship.
He's looking right at the camera.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's he barking at? Was he barking at this? Does he think that us on the screen are people?
I don't know. He's actually looking that way towards the camera.
That's so weird. Is there a ghost?
I don't know.
Go over there. No. He just wants to bark. Stop it. Thanks. Stop it. Anyway, what is he barking at? Go over there. Bye. What?
You're not going to do your question.
It was a joke. So, if you could choose anyone, it has to be someone. Which male celebrity would you most choose to rape you?
I actually have no idea.
No one at all?
No.
I said you had to pick someone.
No one comes to mind.
You have one that comes to mind. You're like, oh.
Yeah, if someone came to mind, I was like, I don't.
Question everything.
It's just that the idea of anybody sticking their dick up my ass is just, it's too repulsive for me to even just
It's like pooping backwards.
yes. It's like no one.
No, it's like you have to choose one.
Yeah, it's happened the other way around that I could rape.
Male celebrity?
Yes, that I would rape.
Okay.
There we go. That'll be better.
Someone does come to mind.
Probably. Who would it be?
You're like Elliot Page or something.
I don't know. Maybe that. Poof. Both ways is kind of gross, but the other way is just like it's no. There's no possibility. I choose death.
You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, I can't think of
I just thought
anybody.
it was funny. I'm not at liberty to say my answers.
Yeah. So we just having one nice wide angle shot.
Yeah.
Hopefully the people enjoy it.
Yeah, I can see how fat I've gotten over the last 6 months.
To just see how big the room is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the alcohol bottles.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't even looked at those in a while. We haven't been saving the wine bottles for a long time.
No, we haven't.
That was probably first season.
No, we threw all the first season.
So that would be second season.
Yeah.
How many are up there maybe? 40?
Probably. There was just too many when we were doing season 1. But they were
Can't
leaking
believe
over
we
to the
drank
other
that much.
side.
We should go back to drinking wine.
I know, we will.
We will. We will.
Wait till after Lent.
Yeah, post Easter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Post Pasqua.
But I wanted to make sure I had that entire thing in the frame. So that's why
really?
there's like
That's
a
funny.
large gap above our heads.
People are like, oh my God, there's perfume boxes.
Yeah. But yeah, so what's up?
What are you doing? It's like Is someone watching us?
People.
That's true. Oh, I forgot. We do have an audience. I'm trying to organize my thought. I was listening to Matt Fradd's podcast today.
Oh, cool.
He did an episode with not Michael. Is it Michael Jones? Is the like trad Catholic guy?
I actually don't know him.
It's EMJ. Michael Jones
Okay.
or something. It's Michael Jones is a different guy, and he's like a Protestant.
Oh.
Historical researcher, apologetics guy.
Okay.
He's probably, I think he's late 30s is what he said on the recording. So he's kind of Matt Fratty age.
Yeah.
Kind of close to you, I guess. Mm-hmm. And it like disturbed me because obviously, Matt Fradd is Catholic.
Yeah.
Like very Catholic.
Yes.
In a pretty proper way.
Yeah.
And it was just weird listening to him have a conversation with and interview. Hey, this song is just going crazy. And interview a Protestant as if they were talking about the same thing.
Oh, so was he doing like church history?
No, they were talking about like evangelizing people and convincing. Wow, he is really. But you know, when he's talking about, I'm like, oh, how did you revert to Christianity and stuff? He would like an atheist phase kind of thing, and he reverted to stuff. And they were talking about prayer, and he was like asking the guy like, "What's your favorite argument? Like your favorite argument for the existence of God?" Yeah. And the guy was quoting Hume,
David Hume.
Yes, okay. In his answer, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, and
it was just. Obviously, my whole family's Protestant.
Yeah,
and I have a lot of Protestant friends, and I have no ill will towards them, nothing but respect.
Yeah.
But any conversation I have with them about Christianity or theology or whatever is essentially me trying to like convert them back.
Yeah.
From heresy.
Yes. Yeah.
You can't as a Catholic, you can't talk to any contemporary Protestant about God without predicating the conversation on the fact that you don't agree what God is.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You can't talk. You can't go like, oh, how do you pray? It's like, well, prayer is not the same thing.
Yeah,
there's just no conversation. There's no conversation to be had about, you know, if you ask a Protestant, what's your favorite argument for the existence of God?
Right. And but they have a different.
They don't mean the same thing by God. So it's not a. The conversation just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like ecumenicism with people literally called heretics isn't.
It's weird.
It's like very weird and jarring because Fradd will have Protestants on his show.
Yeah.
And like, I think you can have interesting conversations with Protestants, but it literally has to be about what you disagree about.
Right. Yeah.
You can't, there's no common ground.
Yeah.
You both like Christ, okay, but you for different reasons, you define him differently. Yeah. You don't agree what salvation means. And the guy went on like a whole thing about how Protestants and Catholics are really all on the same team and just have semantic disagreements. And I was like, and Fradd is just like, yeah, but just going along with it. And I was like,
yeah.
It was jarring.
Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Yeah, I've known a lot of Catholics that are that way.
But I don't think they know.
Yeah, I think part of it is that the Catholic really doesn't know. I think they think that they kind of believe in the same thing, but minorly different. Yeah, it's. I think it's normally been a discussion in which I tend to be more of the one outside of the norm. I think most.
Do you think most contemporary Catholics are pretty?
They are,
nonchalant and don't really get the difference.
Yes, I think.
And I wonder if it's because I'm a convert. It makes me so irritated.
It might. I'm not a convert, and it makes me irritated.
I know, but you're weird.
Yes, yeah,
not normal. I was all the Catholic chat guys are in the Discord for Lent because they've all left Twitter for 40 days.
Right, yeah.
They're wandering in the desert before they return to Twitter.
Yeah.
But the only ones that were irritated about it were converts.
Really?
Rest of them
Yeah.
are like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, most Catholics are raised Catholic. They don't. Yeah, they're not that irritated by it, and I think in general they just think that. I don't know. I think it's also because a lot of it is politically driven. I think a lot of them, if they see another Christian or they see a Protestant with similar political
like
leanings,
a pro-life person.
Mm-hmm, I think then they just kind of more or less think of them on each other's team.
Which you can be politically.
Yes. But they did. But then they would use the term Christian, though. They would be like, "Yeah, we're both Christian. We're both pro-life. We're both whatever," and that's normally how they phrase it.
But you're not. You're not.
Yes, yeah, it's not the same.
One of you is a Christian. One of you is a heretic. Like
yes. No, I completely agree.
And of course, the Protestant wouldn't call themselves a heretic, and they wouldn't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't accept the term. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't call anybody else a heretic.
Yeah.
Really.
But then that's where the conversation could be more interesting, if then we did start speaking about heresy. Because there are going to be those Lutheran, those more educated academic Lutherans who then try to argue the case similarly to how the Orthodox argue it, that they that it's really the Catholic Church that's strayed away and they kind of remain the same, which I just think is a very difficult argument to make. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where that kind of discussion really would lead to. That would be a little more interesting.
Yeah. Is it just no? I can't say no one, but
yeah,
it is not the case that people generally convert because Catholicism is their favorite denomination of Christianity.
Right.
That's not why people convert from heresy.
Yeah, and they come back,
which is almost like a reversion. It's almost like a.
Right, yeah.
Like the feeling of converting from Protestant whatever to Catholicism is it feels like you're remembering in a way. Like you feel like you're being told what you remember to be true, but don't, or what it's something you used to participate. It's not just a new thing. Mm-hmm. It feels like you're being re-corrected.
Yeah.
But you convert because you realize that you were wrong about everything and everybody else was wrong about everything. And you were totally incorrectly instructed in your faith. And so you're jumping off of that ship.
Yes. And then you go
onto another one. Yeah.
Because if that wasn't the case, then there would be no reason to convert.
At all.
Yeah.
You just find one that was more comfortable.
Yes. Yeah. If it was just one denomination amongst others. No, yeah, I agree. And I
don't think Catholics don't get that. I don't know. I think that Catholics have a really hard time seeing conversion from the perspective of the convert.
Yes.
A lot of the time.
I would say this. I would say any one of us that grew up Catholic, it is pretty. We don't really know. If you've engaged with a lot of people that did get converted, like I have, I think you know it from almost a mediated way, just because you've experienced so many people that got converted. But
you could synthesize it. You could tell people what it's like. But
I personally don't know what that's like. Yeah. To have been raised a certain faith and then not. Yeah, and then
because you had a phase where you were kind of like iffy about it, and you weren't iffy. You were wishy-washy. You weren't super committed. You were.
Yeah, it was, but it was more than not being committed. It was really being more aggressive against it.
Yeah.
But it was just because I think I didn't understand a lot. I think that's what happens when you're like 18 years old. Yeah. It's like you don't understand that much, and you start reading different things. You start reading many of the different philosophers and everything, and they begin to make a little more sense or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so. But I think that's fundamentally different than what a Protestant goes through. I think when a Protestant is raised within the Protestant world, because I think we talked about it before. But it's like I think many of them think that the way that these evangelicals are holding their hands up and they have like a preacher preaching is literally what they've been doing the entire time since the time of Jesus, which is weird to me because it just I can't imagine thinking that like ever, because it just seems so.
And of course,
absurd.
I never thought I might be kind of a special case because I never bought in.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And maybe many converts never fully bought in because I would say other ones I've spoken to would say that, but also maybe at the time they didn't think of it that much. It was just
no, of course, no, I didn't.
I think it was just like something that you were doing, and then when you begin to think about it, you're like, "Well, this is kind of weird," and then you start questioning it more. But I think when you're just in that mode, like you're just a kid or you're just growing up, or even if you're a teenager, like people that get converted much later than you. You know, they were just going to these services and they were just partaking, they were singing and they're doing whatever. Yeah, because there was this post that that Matt put up that I guess it was I don't know this.
Your friend Matt?
Yeah, from Facebook. It was an article from some chick named Stucky or something like that.
Stucky?
Yeah, I don't know who she is, but I think she's like part of that media crowd for the conservatives. But she was like talking to a pastor, and then the pastor was asking the question whether women ought to be pastors. And then that just confused me because it's like, as a Protestant, unless you're, again, when I say Protestants, you know, I'm talking about like the mainstream evangelical world, right? The ones that have no liturgy. Because some say, how many times do the Lutherans have like liturgy? Is it only like once a month or?
I don't know. I think it depends on the synod or whatever.
Oh, does it? Yeah, because I know they don't have like a liturgy every Sunday, but you know, for the most part, most Protestant services don't, and then in the end, I don't think there's any Protestant. I could be wrong, only because there's thousands of Protestants. So
tens of thousands.
Yes, I can't really know all of them, but I would be surprised to find a Protestant sect that believes in transubstantiation and the real presence in that sense of the Eucharist. And so when you don't have that, and then you're asking whether women can be pastors, I mean, where I was like, what do you mean? Can women talk in front of people in a heretical gathering? I mean,
yeah, of course.
Why not? It's like, why is this even up for debate to them? I don't really get it. Like,
well, they have no catechism, except for their interpretation of the Bible.
No, I know, but I don't even know why they'll be even called into question. Like, what would be their justification to not let women be pastors or ministers, whatever they call them, fellowship people?
Well, because they're not endowed with any special capability,
right?
Or any special responsibility aside from
exactly, yeah.
What and so a teacher might have
in
school,
or. And so it was just awkward to me for them to.
There's nothing transcendent about being a pastor.
Yeah, about being that. You're just somebody who talks in front of people and read the Bible and you interpret it. And
I wonder how they vet people. I wonder if they like. Do you have a bachelor's degree in theology? A minimum? Like, what's the job? I wonder how they job search.
I don't know, because I know there was like a Rapid Creek Community Church where my friend was part of. Back in the day.
Friend starting with what letter?
John. You don't know him.
Oh,
he's another friend. But
I didn't know if you wanted the name drop. Yeah.
Anyway. He was a member there, and I remember when they like switched pastors, it seemed weird because there's no ordination. Nobody's getting ordained.
No, that's what I mean. It's like, well, what's the job qualification?
I remember that it was just a bunch of women that kind of did the day-to-day work of the church that approved like the application.
Well, because some like my church growing up, they had an elder board, which was like a group of I couldn't tell you how many there were because I didn't ever inquire. Probably 6, 7, 8 men that would like vote on everything the church did.
Oh, okay.
So they would look around for people, and then they would interview, and then they would like all decide amongst themselves who was going to be.
Yeah, I think that's how this.
It's a little mini gathering of the Cardinals. Kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that's how Rabbit Creek was, except it was just women. There was no men. That's one thing I remember.
Why would?
I think because when they started, it was like a small community church.
Yeah.
And I think it was mostly women that.
Was Rabbit Creek a big one?
They're big now. They're bigger now.
Where is that one located? Do you know?
Just right off of Rabbit Creek Road.
Oh, I know that building.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that I have a friend that goes there, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Extremely talented drummer.
Oh, okay.
Obviously plays in their worship.
Or that's what John used to do. He used to be the drummer for them.
I wonder if they would know. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. Back in 2000, but that was like 2009, 2010, 2011 when he was a drummer for them.
Yeah.
But I doubt he is now. Yeah, and so there was, it was weird. Yeah, they got together. It was the same thing. They sought the next person that's going to be their pastor, and I think there was applicants. I think there was like applications.
But I don't know. Just so weird to me.
Yes, I know. Yeah, because I mean, what they're making the determination on, it seems nearly arbitrary. And then I know
whatever the guy they like.
Yeah,
like, oh, he seems pretty good. And then he finally he's fucking the couple women, whatever.
But then I know there's pastors that just started their own churches.
Yeah.
Because once you get that license, I believe then you can get that what is that? The thing to not get taxed anymore.
Is this tax exemption?
Yeah,
tax exempt status.
Yeah, I think once you get the license, you could be tax exempt, and then you could just like find a building, and if you have sufficient money, you could buy the building and
a strip mall.
Yeah, and then they just make their own church. I know many of them do that, and then when he dies, the church just closes down. But that happens a lot too.
I have wondered. You know, there's a sentiment that it's like the uglier the building, the more faithful you are. Like. You know,
in the Protestant world.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like the uglier the build. Like, you know, like we worship. We just utilize the space God gives us, and they're like worshiping in the kitchen of a Pizza Hut or something. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like we're a church that meets under the covered pavilion in the dog park or something. You know,
we church under the bridge with the hobos.
But like people are like that. It's like, probably, have you seen the church in Big Lake?
Oh my god!
You could go there.
Yes, that's pretty.
They're Catholic. I mean, but if that's your thing, you could go there. It's pretty shitty.
You could find that shitty.
You could find pretty shitty Catholic churches if that's really what you need.
Yeah.
Ugliness is part of your aesthetic.
Just come to Alaska.
That's part of what your aesthetic requirement for feeling like you're living the faithful Christian life. There are a lot of ugly Catholic churches in the U.S. It is not.
Or just do like with the Puerto Ricans.
We don't need the cathedral. We don't need the you know, the flying buttresses. We don't. There exist wildly hideous Catholic churches in the U.S.
Yeah.
If you need a strip mall church, I bet there are many that exist.
Yeah, there's oops.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how if somebody does know,
how
shoot me a massage and let me know how
how they find. I really do think it just depends. I think
it's like, I'm gonna get on Indeed. Pastor. It's like, I have 6 years experience being pastoral.
I mean, I think the other weird part is
resume looks pretty good.
With something like that, you would, at least for me, I would begin to wonder, what did they do to leave their last church? Because you're in the I know people can make the jokes of priest fucking teenage or prepubescent boys and whatever, but for the most part, if you move from parish to parish, it's just common in a Catholic world because the archbishop sends you different places wherever you are needed. And so if you're needed in a certain place, they just kind of send you over there. You could spend many years in one parish, or you could be moved around or whatever. Yeah, moved around quite a bit, or people start taking sabbaticals and they lose their position, or they want to get further education. There's like a lot of movement in there, and it's just normal. But when I don't know what the incentive would be for a Protestant pastor to leave his, you can't even say parish. I don't know what it is. Church. To leave it just his church.
Congregation.
Okay. Yes. Especially when you're like non-denominational, when you're just like this loose cannon of of a Bible thumper.
A lot of the time you get caught fucking somebody.
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, literally. It's not just you thinking that.
Yeah, because that was so. If I was like in that board and I would get any applications, it'd be like, well, I was a pastor here for 20 years. My first question would be like, why did you leave? You know, I mean, there has to be a reason, and the reason is probably not the. Not one that you would want.
What was the one? I was texting a woman for a while. Oh, yeah. Remember that thing? Yes. What was that? I don't remember who sent me that. Was it Gnome?
That was weird, yeah.
I think it might have been Gnome.
Was it? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't want to throw him under the bus because he's going to be like, I was wiring a breaker and you said something about I said what I was like, no, I don't know that was you. You would send me videos of Protestants talking. It sounds like a thing you do, Gnome. I don't know if it's you. But he was like, and he's like crying.
I know.
Like, this is so weird.
You did a lot more than texting, buddy.
Like, how can we spin this? How can we spin this?
Yeah. Well, I was just saying inappropriate things to her. You know, I was saying her pussy was tight, you know. But I don't know how I know that was tight. I just knew.
It's just gym photos. It was just, we were just talking about fitness.
Yeah, fitness. I was telling her how I was working out inside of her last night, you know? Yeah, it's I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand that that entire process. And really what you'll be thinking once you start getting these applicants of
I don't know. I wonder if that comes up. Why did you leave your? It's like why are you leaving your current position?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's fucking.
Well, I guess if they just look at it like a job, maybe they want to move. I could see that. I guess like I was tired of Alaska, or tired of Florida or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Weird. It's so weird thinking about the the talent pool.
Yes, yeah.
Can I Google this?
Yeah.
Let's see what we find because I've never even thought about it before. Do you have the stream up on your phone? I can get rid of mine.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Anchorage. Let's say Anchorage. Pastor. Application. Jobs.
Resumes. I'm probably
jobs.
And Indeed.com.
Preaching minister. Okay. Christian job. Indeed, Christian jobs, employment in Alaska, non-certified chaplain, village church pastor, director of youth ministry, joint base, director of faith. Where's Holy Cross?
I got it.
It's a Catholic church, right?
Yeah.
They have a director of faith. They have an RCIA director.
Oh
position.
Yeah, those
but that's different.
Jobs. Yeah.
That's different. I know it sounds like, well, you guys are just making fun of Protestants for doing this. No, it's not.
Because that's an actual
youth
job.
Minister, Wasilla Bible Church, pastoral associate for stewardship and communications. That's at St. Elizabeth and Seton Catholic Church.
Yeah.
But that's a pastoral associate for stewardship and communication.
Yeah.
Safe environment compliance assistant for the Archdiocese. But then they're like youth minister, hospice chaplain. That's so weird that a hospital would just hire a random hospice chaplain. Yeah. They're like, who interviews that person? When it's apparently the Archdiocese of Alaska has a lot of ads, but they're like legal team people. They're coordinators for things. They're which is kind of odd. Like the Catholic Church is just advertising on job sites, which I guess makes sense. But then there's like pastor. Like Wasilla Bible Church needs a youth minister. They're willing to pay you $60,000 a year.
$60,000?
A non-certified chaplain at Providence Hospital. I could do that. I'm not certified.
Yeah.
Could walk around and talk to people about God and how they're dying. Per diem. Oh, it's per diem. Per dying person. Variable shift. They call you up and they're like, hey.
Could see somebody who like gets a kick out of understanding people's diseases. Like, so what do you got?
I've actually thought about that. I feel like if I have any kind of vocation, it's helping people die. Really, like I had this thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was doing. I was at my current job.
Yeah.
Boring, but not Filipinos.
Yeah.
Which is better. But, I was thinking about it. I'm like, if I really, if I think I'm called to do anything specifically, it's I don't, there's no, I'm trying to think of how to even word it. I don't take on anybody else's baggage when it comes to death. I could talk to people about their like coping with death, grieving, dying all day, every day. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
I literally could spend all day, every day talking to people about the fact that they're dying or their loved ones are dying, and it wouldn't burden me.
Yeah.
Like, well, that would be something. Like if I was a priest or something, it'd be like last rites would be my thing. I could do that nonstop all the time.
Just poking fun of their illness.
trying to get the rights out. I'm like laughing.
Like you got AIDS. So asking probing questions. So how would you do it?
How would I do it? Oh yeah.
Was it needle or was it butt fucking?
I've been watching. Do you know that the Adult Swim show? Is it Xavier Renegade Angel?
No.
Oh shit. Is it Xavier Renegade Angel? I was watching clips of it, and I remember thinking it was disturbing as a kid. And it's one of the only Adult Swim shows that I've like hated for no reason.
Oh really?
But I think I would actually enjoy it. So he's this guy, and he's got a bird beak nose and a snake left hand, and his legs are backward like a horse's.
I've never even...
And he's got 6 nipples.
I've never even seen this. That's disgusting.
But he goes to the government and he gets a bottle of AIDS. He gets a jug of AIDS that they've invented. He goes and he's like, I need a bottle of that disease you guys invented. And he names off a bunch. He's like, no, AIDS. And the guy's like talking about an application price. He's like, I don't have time. So he pulls out this giant like gallon bottle of AIDS. And it's camo print. I was like, I think I actually might like this. Because Adult Swim ruined. I know. It's Adult Swim.
Yes.
Every episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force is disgusting.
Yes, but it's like disgusting in a interesting way. That just looks gross.
It's early CGI stuff too. Yes. It's like video game.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to look at that.
He looks like a boss in like Tak and the Power of Juju or something. Do you remember those?
I've never heard of Tak and
the Power of Juju or
is that PS2?
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I know.
Same era.
Yeah.
The early mid 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
it was just one of like Rayman.
Yes, yeah.
Rayman. I hate Rayman viscerally.
Yeah.
I think he's the most disturbing.
Because he's all disconnected.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Yeah.
Like, I just hate him. I think the music's disturbing. It feels like if demons were to design a video game franchise mascot, Rayman would be there. Would be what they come up with. Who's your least favorite video game franchise mascot?
Oh, oof.
Like, are there any you don't like? Are there any franchises you dislike that would be kind of a controversial? Like,
I never liked Crash Bandicoot.
I was about to say I don't like Crash Bandicoot games either. People are talking about like, oh my god, they're re-releasing, they're remastering Crash Bandicoot. I'm like, those games suck ass.
Yeah, they were horrible.
What do you think of Spyro games?
I didn't like them either.
They're better, but
they're better. Yeah, but I didn't care for them.
Because I had the first one and the second one's Ripto's Rage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there was something kind of disturbing about it.
Yeah. I just played the first one, so I don't know if the other Spyro games are better.
There's something about it that's disturbing. It's kind of like I don't know if it's an uncanny valley thing.
Yeah.
Or Because there's games of the same era doing the same kind of polygon. Like there's like Legend of Zelda games.
Of course, yeah.
Like Ocarina of Time and stuff or whatever.
Mario 64.
Yeah, those are like shitty looking, but they're not creepy.
Yes,
in the same way that like Spyro games were like kind of disturbing a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
they just weren't fun. I think that's the part that bothered me the most.
Just jump around and grab the gems and Spyro.
Yeah, like the platforming wasn't interesting. Like Mario 64, I thought was a great platform.
Well, everyone knows that's one of the greatest video game masterpieces of all time.
Yeah. Like that was actually fun just to jump around. It was like, wow, I like to explore these worlds. Ocarina of Time was awesome.
Every time someone says Super Mario 64, I think like the sound with like the Bowser face thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, it was awesome. Yeah.
Like it's all the sound effects.
Yes, yeah.
I feel it's a good impression. People who played 64 would know.
Yeah.
Jumping to the paintings thing, like it's
well
executed.
Yes. There was but Crash Bandicoot was like a weird just rail type of jumper. Sucked.
Yeah, when you're going in like a straight path.
Yeah.
Thing, it just sucks ass.
Wasn't
Banjo-Kazooie, I don't like
Banjo-Kazooie, I didn't like that one either, yeah.
I feel like we would hate all of the same franchises.
Yes,
what do you think of Kirby games?
I like Kirby.
It's my number one favorite.
Yeah, I like Kirby.
Nintendo franchise.
Yeah, I haven't really played the newest ones that came out, but
I haven't either. I mean, I had after the Epic Yarn one, it was the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
So, right. That was like 2011 or something. No,
Epic
no.
Yarn, maybe I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that early. I think it was like 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want, dog?
But there was one that I played with Elijah that was fun. I don't remember which one that one was, but I didn't get to play it extensively. But I remember the Game Boy ones when I was a kid. Those were awesome.
Does he want his own chair? Do you want to go over here?
You know which Kirby spinoff I did like?
Which one?
It was on SNES. It was like Kirby Golf.
Oh yeah. We'll call it Kirby Air Ride.
Yes, yeah.
GameCube was awesome.
Yes, that was a great one.
Well, Kirby has like genuinely one of the best video game soundtracks I've ever heard.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other franchises I really don't care for.
I don't like
But
them.
Franchises aren't the same thing anymore.
Yeah.
Like video game franchises are like
right. I don't like Uncharted. That's probably one that pisses people off.
So that's like Joe's favorite thing.
I know. I think Uncharted was grossly overrated.
Why? What about it? I know you don't like American developers nearly as much, but
yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know if it was just for that because I really liked The Last of Us. I thought the first Last of Us was awesome. I didn't play the second one, so I don't have an opinion on that one.
Too gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know about the second one, but yeah, the last one was the best Naughty Dog game ever. But the Uncharted games are just kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than anything else. It just,
The format doesn't speak to me at all. Like the Tomb Raider kind of thing.
Yes,
I just don't like care about.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider games were way better, I thought.
It's a format I don't really care.
But I agree with you that it isn't like
Tomb
a
Raider's
game
still better.
that I seek. But yeah,
Those
I played
hot, bad polygon boobs.
Yes, yeah. But I remember when I first played that.
Polygons.
That was amazing. The ones on the Eidos ones with that was on the PC and when I first played, I was like, wow, this is fun. This is interesting. But replaying it, no, it loses its intrigue.
Of course.
But what is that? Well, I do think that's just some games that they just rarely do. I could still play Mario 64
of course.
and have a fucking great
they
time.
remastered it for DS and it's spectacular.
I know, yes, yeah. I just played it, on the N64 itself, and it's like I could still enjoy
so interesting.
this.
They do that for adults. They do that for older people.
Yeah, I think so.
They wouldn't remaster 64 for young people.
No, but Elijah loves it.
Well, yeah, but he's your son.
Yeah,
you did a job to Truman. Shut up. Come here.
But yeah, it's Uncharted. I think one thing I think it's boring. The other thing is it feels more like work than gaming. It's like
I hate that.
Yeah, when you're chugging through it and you just don't want to really. But I think the second one was the best one.
You know what I really really hate is that survival.
A zombie one?
Like zombie games or games where you start out with nothing and then you have to collect stuff and you set a base and you have to go fight people and you go do stuff and you're just working on collecting and building a thing.
Yes.
I don't fucking care.
It's like work. I agree.
I don't want to.
Yes.
Sometimes it's fun. Some of them are fun.
Yeah.
There are fun survival games.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to dedicate. I don't want to structure time around this. I just want to That's what I like.
Well, I think they're fun when they're not that complex, like Metroid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like because that's what Super Metroid essentially is, but it's fun because it's you're not. Once there's too much shit that you have to go through a tutorial for, and then I think you're just like, fuck it, it's work at this point.
Because I remember the last time I really enjoyed a game was Splatoon.
Oh,
for the Switch was really good because you just got good.
Yes,
and you go in and you shoot each other a bunch, and then at the end of the timer, whoever's splatted the most, whatever, wins. That's it.
Yeah,
and you just get good at that, and you just go in and you learn little tactics, and you just get good at it. And of course, competitive gaming is absolutely impossible and inaccessible now. So everything sucks and is impossible to play unless you do it all the time. That's another discussion. But I miss that kind of like I grew up as a conscious, formed person, Elijah's age, during the Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Right,
I played a ton of like Halo and Halo 2 and stuff where you you sit down in a multiplayer stage and you just shoot each other, and whoever shot the most people got the most points. You just do it over and over, and there's no commitment, and you just do it.
Right, yeah.
And it's just a little skill-based thing. And you just get better at it. Everybody's got the same stuff.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, I still think is one of the greatest games ever made.
Modern Warfare 2 was awesome.
It's spectacular. Yeah. One of the best. That's one of the best ever.
Oh yeah, the airport scene was awesome.
Oh yeah, it really is.
It is, yeah.
The fact that they made a stage that they had to you have to want to play this or not, and we're going to give you the option.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen anymore. No. There's actually what were you saying?
I think it's because they felt the need to keep adding more. And
instead of just perfecting.
Yes. And so when they make it more complex.
That's the arc of technology.
It stops being fun.
Yeah. And I don't want that. Just
make a cooler version of the same thing. then I'll be happy. And I know that's what people criticize Nintendo a lot about. But it's for me one of the reasons why I like it. It's they're
just perfecting.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
That's why I think the most recent Animal Crossing game is so annoying.
Because they try to be different.
It's just they're adding too much.
Yep.
They redid the soundtrack, which really pisses me off.
Yeah.
You can't. It's imagine making a Legend of Zelda game and just redoing the whole soundtrack.
Yeah.
So you guys don't fucking care about Animal Crossing. Stop. You don't care about the legacy of this franchise.
Yes, yeah.
Imagine doing a Mario game and you just rework the.
And no Mario song at all.
It's what on earth?
Yeah.
It just makes me. That made me really insane. I know I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
But there's actually a game that Joe and I have played a little bit, and I'd like to go back to playing it, so I'm ready or not. It's like a SWAT team simulator game where you're given a stage and a goal.
Yeah.
And it resets every time you die in different areas, and it's just a like a hostage situation. Or you've got to clear the building of bad guys and save the hostage, or whatever, and it's just a stage, and you get good. And you just do it, and then it's over, and there's no ready or not.
Ready or not.
You played that A Way Out game with Elijah?
No, I never still got to play it.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, we're still I don't know, work too much. I never got to do it, but
that is you would really love that game.
No, it looks like a game that I really
would like. It is the best game I've made in the last 10 years.
Really? Yeah.
Really. That good.
Yeah.
I liked it that much.
Yeah.
And it's just cinematic. It's a cinematic game that you get to play.
Yeah.
It's very Last of Us-y in that way. That in The Last of Us, you're just playing a movie.
Right.
You're playing a movie.
Yeah.
Which is what games used to be.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. Because they definitely, The Last of Us feels like a perfection of the things that came before it.
No, it was. I think for that era, it was the best version of that type of game.
I didn't realize it came out in 2013.
Yeah, it's a while now.
I thought it came out earlier than that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that's... Yeah, I remember playing it. It's a game that I loved being immersed into that world. Yeah. It was just fun. I replayed it many times.
That was American developed, right? But Japanese published.
Oh, yeah.
It's published by Sony. But I think that there's a thing there.
But yeah, it's developed. It's Naughty Dog, so yeah, it's developed, I think, in Canada.
Is it Canadian?
I believe it's developed there, yeah. But I could be wrong. I think it's like an American company, but developed over in Canada.
Let me look. I'm filling air. Naughty Dog. Naughty God. Naughty Dog.
Naughty God.
Yeah, I wanted to see what other stuff they've done, because I know I've played other things that they've done, and I like...
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, Jack and Daxter.
Oh, I've never played that one.
Uncharted, okay.
Yeah, so they did Uncharted, Crash Bandicoot.
Okay. So we don't like the other games they've put out.
No, that's what I mean, yeah. I think
Truman, come here.
The Last of Us is their best game. I think by far.
Come here. We're sitting now. I don't know what you want, but we're sitting here. Yeah, I just don't like. Do you know the game PUBG? PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
I know about it. I've never played it though. Yeah.
That's the only game I actually enjoy anymore.
Yeah,
it's just rounds of doing the same thing over and over.
Oh, just shooting each other, right?
Yeah, it's a battle royale thing. It's kind of the original.
Yeah.
The guy who made the original battle royale game made that thing. And it's
really?
You just drop in and you grab guns and you just shoot each other. Last one alive.
Yes, yeah.
Wins, and then do it over and over. And it's just a stage thing. And I'm like, that's kind of what I like to do now.
I know, and I think that's what they what people just need to do is just perfect fun games. Like there's no need to begin to introduce. I think people would just be happy if it was like updated graphics.
Like I truly think that Minecraft ruined gaming.
I hate Minecraft.
Like Minecraft ruined.
Yeah.
Minecraft itself is well executed for what it's intended to be. Yeah. It's ugly, whatever. Like you can have any aesthetic opinion about it, whatever. But like I remember really enjoying that when it came out.
Oh, really?
Like 2010 or whatever it was.
It's way before that, I thought, wasn't it?
2009.
Maybe, yeah. I don't
that come out, but I think that.
Yeah, you're probably right. 2010, 2009.
Minecraft. When did that come out? It was.
I thought it was like 2006, but yeah, you're probably right. I never played
2011.
2011.
Okay, so it was. Yeah.
Since I never played it until Elijah started playing it, and then I was
2010. He was like a baby.
Yeah, he didn't play it then yet.
No, but I think that ushered in a new era.
Yeah,
where they're like, you can make the game whatever you want it to be thing.
Yeah.
Then like everybody expected to have really, really intense amounts of control over their own gaming experience.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
When it used to be, you just bought a game that was developed for you to experience.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's what I tell Joe is I'm like, I want a curated experience from a game. I want a well-polished and practiced development team to give me something I buy from them, and I just play their vision of a thing. Mm-hmm. And it's great or it's bad or whatever. I don't want to have to hone my own experience.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like imagine being handed the movie and they're like, I don't know. Yes. We set the boundaries of what this can be.
Yeah.
So I agree. I don't find that as nearly as
it's not as fun.
Enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like we played what was it like I think this last fall or winter. We played what's the something Kane and Lynch 2.
Oh, I've
you remember
never
those?
Played those?
But you know the name?
Yeah.
Kane and Lynch 2. It was critically kind of panned.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun.
Is it? Yeah.
So so the story is fantastic. The dialogue's fantastic.
Yeah.
The pacing is so good. The gameplay is insane. But also, when your character moves, your camera is like a guy with a camera following them.
Oh, really?
So it's really like you would vomit within 2 minutes.
Is it first person?
No, it's third.
Oh, okay.
So it's your guys running around, but the camera's like...
Yeah.
Because it's like a guy is running with a camera behind you.
What's the game? Like what? I actually really know very little.
Do you know, but if I showed you the cover, would you remember it?
Yeah, that's the only thing I know, but I don't know what the game is. Is it like a shooter?
Yes. Yeah. So it's a third-person shooter, Kane and Lynch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like this cover looks like if you went to a used PlayStation 2 section.
Yes.
But
I remember that.
But it's essentially you're in. What city are you in? You're in China.
Oh, okay.
And working for there's like mob. It's mob activity.
Shenzhen?
You get a job to kill somebody, but it turns out to be the daughter of a Chinese mob ringleader guy.
Okay.
And then it's you fighting your way out of the country, taking a plane and like running away.
Okay.
But it's so good.
Is it? Yeah.
Like Joe and I I don't think he'd played it before, or he'd played it a long time before, whenever. But we played it and we both like it ended and we were like, holy shit, that was good. And it was made in like 2007.
Yeah, I remember it was old.
Like, because it was like $3 on Steam. Like, I really recommend that if anybody listening plays games with people, find somebody to play Kane and Lynch 2.
Yeah.
It is wild.
I'm assuming there was a first one?
Yeah, first. And then I think there's a third that came way later and was like garbage.
Oh, okay. So the second one is the best one?
Oh, it was so good and funny and intense, and the story was great and the pacing was good.
Yeah.
But the camera movement is really, really jarring. Like really insane.
Yeah.
Like I'll send you videos of gameplay of it and you're like, oh, I can't even watch the YouTube video. Like it is really crazy bad. And it makes I don't know if the developers meant it to be like it simulates how difficult it is to actually operate in situations where you're like fighting whatever, but like damn.
Does it make it more intense though?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was great. And like, I've got a pretty good set of headphones on my my tower PC on a nice monitor and in the dark.
Shaky cam does not get me motion sickness.
So you might actually be able to. Yeah, I wonder if you get Elijah to play with. I'd play it with you. Like it's only like an 8-hour game. It's really short.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if it's only $3 on Steam, I would download it.
Yeah, let me look it up really quick.
Try to fix my
sake
Steam
of our
Deck.
listener. I remember walking through the store and seeing that cover.
Of course, yeah.
Because no one bought it because it was so badly reviewed because of the camera movement.
Really?
Yes. Like if you go on the Wikipedia page, like it was panned because it was too avant-garde. It feels very avant-garde. They actually made and recorded a Chinese pop album for the game. Yes. Like all of the
who's the developer? Do you have that kind of money?
I don't know. Let me look really quick.
It's Naughty Dog.
IO Interactive. Square Enix was the publisher.
Okay.
Was Square Enix Europe.
So
it's 2010. Okay.
Let me see how the money to do it though.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find reviews really quick. Reception. Yeah, it was panned. Game that you should rent first before buying. Some will love that it's a lot like a movie and features lots of shootouts. Some will hate it for the same reason.
And I'm just gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, on Steam. Do you have Steam on your phone?
No. The trailer.
Is there a trailer for it?
Yeah. 12 years ago.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Steam is they have all these old games on the.
Oh, I know. I do like that.
Put it next to the mic.
I gotta fix that Steam Deck.
Yeah, put it on the. I can't believe you bought a Steam Deck. I should put the phone up on the microphone so I can hear it.
I love you. She better be fucking worth it, Lynch. She is. Cops will be crawling soon. I have a bad feeling about this. Guys! Fucking assholes. Lynch, gotta go. Don't fuck with me! King, come on! Listen to me, Lynch. If you love this woman, you stay the fuck away. Where is she? Tell me!
Yeah, it's so good. You see the steam out.
Wow, actually, that looks
Yeah, it's $10 right now, but you get it on sale. I think we got it on sale for $3 or something.
Yeah, that's something that I definitely.
Oh,
like.
it's so good, and it has that similar like A Way Out feels like a.
Yeah.
A Way Out is genuinely a piece of art.
Yeah, but what's funny is that if they were panning that for, that means they were the ones that kind of introduced that kind of camera work because other games have done it, like Max Payne.
That's 2010.
Yeah, so Max Payne 3 does that. That was obviously later.
Yeah.
The Metal Gear Solid 5 did that in 2014, and so it seems like other developers. It seems like other developers then started to copy that, but probably made it a little less jarring.
But that's the kind of thing. I think it came out way before its time.
Yep, yeah, that's what it seems like to me. It seems like it kind of
it's
actually
so
built.
good. I might actually ask Joe if we can play that again.
Yeah, Kane and Lynch 2.
So fantastic.
Damn.
Yeah. But I just don't think that the multiplayer game experience is the same anymore.
Right.
I think that they expect you to want to play competitive, wide scale. Like there's no such thing as like a good split screen multiplayer game anymore.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or like A Way Out is cinematic in that.
Yeah.
The cool thing about a game like that is that you can play you can play separate from somebody and you get your own cinematic experience, but it's completely different than the cinematic experience the other person gets.
Right. Yeah.
But it's still, so there's actually moments where what the other person is doing more important. So you're like, you have to watch them do that.
Yeah.
For a while. And then it goes back to you, and then it goes back to them, and then it goes back to you. And it's just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Total masterpiece. But it's also like, it feels like, to somebody living in the time, like that's something super cool and inventive. It's like games were just like that.
I know, right? Yeah.
Like split screen games just did that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't care. You get in a lobby of 50, 60, 100 people and fight for supremacy, whatever, in any game. It's like, that's a very limiting format.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Handing people a game where like, it's whatever you want.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to go do anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I think chess is becoming so popular right now.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Booming.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because nerds have more increasing access to information or something, but like, because I've been doing a lot of chess puzzles and playing chess and stuff. And like kind of gaining an aptitude for it because I'm a noticer, a pattern recognizer and stuff. And, I think that people are liking it a lot because it is an old game, obviously 1,000 years old.
Yes, yeah.
It hasn't been standardized for nearly as long. Like chess pieces, what was it? What was his name? Something Staunton. There was a chess player in the 1870s who was so Jacques of London, I think, was a toy maker.
Yeah.
Like a high-end toy maker at the time. And a chess journalist. So he's a journalist that would go around and cover chess games in like the 1870s. So he was like, writing for periodicals and stuff about chess games. He designed because chess pieces were not standardized. There were insane amounts of variation of there were some chess pieces that were this tall, Like they just whatever
yeah.
chess pieces, you know, the pieces were kind of standardized and movements to kind of vary depending on region and stuff. And like, but he like this journalist designed this chess set, which was eventually called the Staunton chess set.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, if you're like a tournament player or something, they're all that the king looks like that because it's a Staunton. Like that's the Staunton style is. If you think of chess pieces that are normal, it's the Staunton style. But it was named after a chess player.
Yeah.
Jacques of London produced the design of the journalist named after a significant chess player that promoted the use of this standardized thing.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just making the point that it hasn't really been standardized for that long. But I think that it's becoming so popular amongst nerds and gamer types and stuff because there is a set amount of stuff you can do. Yeah. There's 64 squares. You know, there's 32 pieces. There's only 20 moves you can make in the opening. That's it. Yeah. There's a set amount of openings. There's centuries of theory written about this thing, and it's just that. It's essentially, what is the opposite of Minecraft in gaming? It's chess.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think that people are rejecting more and more the open world, make your own experience thing, and they're like, instead of just going back to I'm going to play Halo. It's like they're literally playing chess. It's attractive, but I just think that people are tired increasingly of the lack of restraint, because restraint is freeing.
Right.
It's what Lent is about.
Yes.
You indulge nothing, therefore you're free as free as possible. I don't video. I wonder if video game developers are just going to spin out forever into oblivion, and everybody's just going to be left playing chess. Like, that's kind of the vibe I get.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if chess but I think definitely more simple games. Yeah. Games that aren't convoluted. Because I do think that's why probably you could even say you saw kind of a mini boom of that in with the Xbox 360. I think when they kind of
I loved the Xbox 360.
Popularized all those indie games.
Oh yeah,
I think there was already that kind of development of wanting something more simple, that's just organically fun rather than something that.
Well, the last great Halo game was released on Xbox 360.
Yes,
Reach.
Yeah. Reach, yeah, was that the last?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I remember Geometry Wars was famous at that point.
Yeah,
it's just like this. It's almost like a space shooter type of thing, but it was simple, and there was a lot of iterations of
it was kind of a renaissance of simple.
It was, yeah, and maybe that's where like the chess thing right now is just.
But I think that what's also happened is that indie games used to be where all the good stuff happened.
Yeah, but
I think that indie games software wise are so relatively easy to produce cost wise. That they're all just becoming AAA quality, same kind of overdone, choice heavy.
No, yeah, I
bloated
agree. Yeah.
things.
I think they've changed what they used to be, and so that's why I'm saying that maybe the going even further back to like chess is kind of a rejection of all of that.
That's the game I like playing now.
Yeah, yeah. Which is so bizarre because I don't know. Like I played it as a kid and everything.
Chess and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But it's fascinating.
It is, yeah.
Like I could tell you my favorite chess openings on either.
What'd you say?
Like I've been studying it theory wise.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's just because it's a thing to learn.
Yeah.
There's no stakes.
Yeah.
I'm not competing for anything. But I'm just like there's a couple of guys in the Steve and the Steve de Chile, El Generalissimo.
Oh yes, yeah.
I play him in chess. I play Colby in chess, the guy from Alabama. Like there's a bunch of people I generally have a chess game running with.
Yeah.
Do puzzles and stuff, and like it's literally just what you know and how good you are.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It is, yeah.
Nothing. There's nothing else.
I think
I've gotten really good with knights. Specifically because I know you said you didn't know how to handle it.
Yep. That's always my weakness. If somebody's really, really good with knights.
I forked your queen and king.
Yes, yeah. That's
Goodbye,
how I,
mistress. Yeah.
that's how I know I'm playing with somebody that's above my level. People that are just.
I got a
experts
set.
with
We
me.
should play sometime.
Yeah,
If we record, we could set the board up here and just.
of course. I
be
have my
movie.
set up there. Yeah,
I have a
but,
tournament set that I could just bring in here.
okay, yeah.
Next time we record, if we just want to
Yeah,
have it going
sure.
and just
Yeah, of course.
move every couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that-
Caleb actually mentioned that we should just
Oh,
have
really?
the chessboard be the centerpiece of the table
Yeah.
and just do it as we.
yeah. No, yeah, I
The
think.
very 2023 of us to
Yes.
get into it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would love
Like
to
chess.com won't stop crashing because chess is becoming so popular.
play. Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd love to play again. It's just that it was hard to find people to ever play with. And I am old, and so I'm used to playing with.
You haven't
physical-
played in a long time, I guess.
I'm used to playing with physical pieces too.
Well, I have the set. I have a nice set.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And so yeah,
I'll leave it here, and
Yeah.
we can play. I'll record next time
but yeah,
on Friday or whenever we do it.
But yeah, that's what I really.
I'll tell you if you need to prepare. I'm a fan of the Ponziani opening, and I play white, and I play a lot of the Caro Can.
I don't know what
Defenses
those are.
black. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They'll just squash you and be like, oh, because I'm a nerd. The Ponziani opening.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's very rare when people beat me, but because
I wonder who you play though.
Hmm?
I wonder who you play though. Do you play people that know what they're doing?
I have in the past, yeah,
Okay.
especially in college. There was like these geeks that were started like a chess club, and I didn't join the club. I just played them.
I could see you being really, really good if you
Yeah.
like spent some time learning it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know any of the specific theories. For me, it just kind of it was a game that I played to pass time as a kid.
Yeah.
So what happened was, how old was I? I think I was in second grade.
Yeah.
I was in Jersey, and then I spent my birthday there, and so what happened was, me growing up, my brother Steven's birthday was so close to Christmas that the way my parents did it was that we celebrated his birthday with my birthday. So my birthday's in July. And so that birthday when I was in Jersey, my uncle bought Steven, what was that? Monopoly, and I got chess. And I was kind of upset because I was like, I'm fucking Monopoly. It's my actual birthday. It's just, we just celebrate his because it's too close to Christmas and my parents didn't want to spend money that close back to back. So I was pretty pissed. And so I just, but it was a pretty neat chess piece. It was like it was a portable one. And when you open it up, it like made, early 90s, late 80s sounds, like when you put it, but you were able to play with yourself that way. And so that way, you kind of just like, and so what I ended up doing is I just started playing myself. And then I actually enjoyed it. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty fun. And so like a lot of times when I was just passing the time, I would take that portable chess set and I would just compete against myself. And then my dad would just taught me some moves with it. And then I just started to get really good with it because I think it's one thing about chess that's very similar to sports is, you're very good at it when it's second nature, when you're not really thinking about it.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
something I can see for you being very.
Yeah, it's
make
weird.
total sense.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Just that because since I was always an athlete growing up, that's the one thing I liked about it. It was very competitive because people that played chess.
But you also just have to know things and you have to be good at it.
Yeah,
and
you just know
it.
that's all that it is. Yes,
Yep.
like I just know the moves and I know, where to go. I know how to avoid things. You could kind of see. You could see where somebody is trying to get to you when you play long enough. You're just like, oh, I know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of stay calm and you try to get them into a position where they're exposing one of their pieces that they don't want be exposed. Yeah. And what am I don't mind sharing like some of my favorite moves with you.
Favorite move.
Yeah. So one of my favorite moves
Yeah.
is again, none of this is like authentic chessing, but I just call it kamikaze. Is where I get rid of my best piece to kill somebody else's best piece.
It's sacrifice, yeah.
It throws people off so hard.
Sacrifice your queen because you know that you can kill theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice.
Yeah, and I do that every time. If anybody's queen is exposed, I'm killing it. It doesn't matter which piece it is. It doesn't matter.
Because that's the thing. So I've played I've played like Joe and stuff. Because Joe has played a bunch of chess. He does no clue what he's doing.
Yes, yeah.
Because you know Joe, he would do something like he's like, I don't fucking care about the rules. I just do whatever I want.
Yeah.
It is really, really hard to play people that don't know what they're doing at all.
Yes, yeah.
Like there's a you know, it's really hard to play people that are like pros that know everything they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're very practiced and they know an extreme amount of theory and they've played thousands of games. But then playing someone who has literally no clue what they're doing, it's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yes, yeah. You know, I agree with you.
Like
no, sometimes when I'm playing against people that just rarely ever play, it just gets it's almost like a bloodbath. And
I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? And you have to just find have to find a random forced checkmate you can pull off somehow.
Yeah, that's what ends up happening.
What are you guys doing tomorrow after the birthday shopping? You just going back to the house?
Yeah, just going back to the house. Yeah,
I should grab my chess set. We should.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to have fun with that. But yeah, just like I said, few people ever want to play me.
When's his birthday? Is it Monday?
Monday, yeah. I really, really do enjoy it. I haven't played it in fucking years.
I'd like to hang out with him for his birthday thing.
Yeah. But I think probably like a warm up of like 3 games. I'll probably get back into it.
Let's play chess all Sunday night.
Yeah. I don't think anybody else will play us. But yes, it will just be you and
Vanessa. Do you have to bleep that? Does it matter?
Oh no, I guess they don't know who that is. but yeah.
I can't say.
Yeah. Some of my daughters when we first moved in.
They're like, what's this name?
I know. No, like I bought that chess.
They'll be old enough eventually.
Table at home, and I tried playing with them.
When's M's birthday?
It was last week.
And how old is she?
14 now.
Oh, so you have to wait a year until you're like, okay.
Her, I might wait another 2 years.
Let's have her on the show at that point.
3 years for that, maybe 17. I don't know. Yeah.
I would love that. I feel like I am about to have a really awesome with her.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a seeing thing going on. Anytime I interact with her, I'm like, okay, I get you, you get me. Yeah. There's like
there's a difference for me, like having her publicly dance like in her cheerleading stuff. Yeah. That doesn't bother me too much, but like to expose her to social media,
internet
online
troons and stuff. I'm like,
I don't want like guys saying things about her.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would just be too. That'll be a bit.
Would you like to have your wife on the show sometime? Would that be too weird?
I don't know.
Too boring for you?
No, I don't know.
Could I text her and ask her to set that up, and then you just go along with it, kind of thing? No.
No.
Because you know I would do that.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I've got cakes in my phone right now.
I don't want it to be too much of like a family thing. I don't know. I like to keep things separate.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to pin you into anything.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, I really, really like having people in person.
Yeah, I do too.
What if my sister would do it? She'd get mad.
Yeah, probably. I think it'll be fun. But
I wonder if my mom would come on again if we covered something specific, like if we covered like a Catholic thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
She would. Yeah, she would. Yeah. It's really like having people on in person.
I know. Yeah, I agree.
Yep. So actually, right now, how long have we gone? We're not close to done. For me.
An hour and 15.
Okay, so I'm not even close to spent.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you have. You have however long you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not asking. I'm just curious. How long it's been for me to announce. So I've come up with a plan separate from you as the unofficial show producer.
Yeah. Sorry.
So what we're going to do, so today I'm going to get home whenever I get home.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take my iMac and I'm going to get on the actual iMac and I'm going to put this together and it's going to go out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Whatever time, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it tonight.
That's good.
If anyone hears this, not on Sunday, March 12th at 8 a.m. Alaska time or whatever time I put it out, never listen to the show again because I'm a liar. Because seriously, like I want to get a rhythm back. But who's messaging the little chat thing? Let me look. So I'm committing live. Marcus, Crash Bandicoot is ugly and frustrating.
Yes, I know.
Of course he's on the right side of history on the video game discussion. That's totally unshocking. So what's going to happen? So tomorrow I will have this episode out. Like tonight, I'm going to get home, I'm going to pee, I'm going to shower, whatever I do, and then I'm going to get on.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, this is going to go up on the feed tomorrow on Sunday.
Yeah.
So this is the episode's going out, and there are 5 episodes through February that we did record and people who watch on YouTube saw.
Yeah.
Which is 8% of our audience.
Yeah.
I am going to release one day a week, all this week, of the episodes ordered. So what I want to do, so let's decide this now. So we're going to do, today is going to go out tomorrow. And then how about our review of The Whale on Monday?
Yeah.
Is that good? Does that work for you?
Just go backwards, yeah?
Yeah. And then we'll have, do you want our episode with Mr. Patriarch to go out last because it was pretty good? Or do you want it to go out
just go
immediately after and back? And then I still have that one you did with Caleb that I wasn't around for.
Yeah.
I just need to rip or whatever I can do.
Yeah.
And then we did the one with Caleb and Louise that I have.
We did?
Remember the Brazilian? Mr. Bogakov?
A long time ago?
Yeah, you were in Juneau. You were in a hotel room.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, this is old. This is all of February. No, I know. I'm an ass. I'm a lazy ass.
I forgot about that.
No. They've both messaged me about many times. But I'm going to do, so tonight I'm going to go and I'm going to produce this episode and put it out. And then Sunday, while you're off doing your birthday shopping or whatever you do.
Maybe do like the older ones first.
Really?
Yeah.
No, this one's going out tomorrow.
No, that's fine. Yeah, but I mean,
nice. Okay.
So so maybe it's like this one, then last week's, but then you should go back and start releasing those. Older
That's what
ones.
I mean. So we're gonna do last week's, the whale review or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't last week's.
No, that wasn't last week. That was 2 weeks ago. So last week's was the rape one. Rape me.
I'm just wondering what timeliness wise. Like I seriously have a week of Contra Gentiles worth of episodes to put out. So really,
I guess if you're doing it, every
daily,
day, they'll be fine. But shit, I'm just thinking about how old that was. That was like
I was in England.
Yes, that was a long time ago.
Yes, but that one slipped through the cracks because I wasn't there and didn't have my computer, so I have to like rip the audio and stuff, like do a bunch of stuff to it. I think I have the one with Caleb and Luis actually produced. I just haven't uploaded it.
Yeah.
It's all fine, but like I'm wondering order wise what you want me to do. I think the Mr. Patriarch one needs to end it.
Okay.
Because at this point it doesn't matter the order.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But I need to go take through an inventory, and then the next week when we record, I'm not going to be like, I have like 7 of these.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be nearly as like daunting to produce any, process anything or whatever I do. because I'm just like, oh, it's just the one, and then it goes out, and then I'm not.
Yeah.
Which is why I need the fucking MacBook. Never switching to an iMac has destroyed my workworkflow.
Yeah.
Because it used to be like, oh, I'm doing something else, and just have the MacBook here and just do it, and then it was out. Now I'm like, I have to sit down at the desk and like do this whole thing. Because, it's kind of annoying. You look a little tired to me, a little sleepy. I'm like locked.
It was a long day.
Yes, but I'm still ready to go. I'm still going. If you need me to, get you back perked up with a discussion or something.
Or if it's an interesting discussion, will perk me up.
So I was watching. This is another thing. This kind of considering bringing up. I was watching. I wasn't watching actively. I saw that Dylan Mulvaney person pop up on the timeline.
Yeah.
And questions of like, was it Michael Knowles was on that show, or he was like, if you would. No, Michael Knowles was talking about Andrew Tate talking about.
Oh, right, yeah.
Andrew Tate, the biggest cuck on planet Earth. I knew he was a fag the whole time. It's obviously a gay guy. He was like, what was it? Would you bang the hottest woman on Earth if she had a dick, or the ugliest woman on Earth because she had a vagina, kind of thing? Like, like, would you date trans Megan? Would you fuck with trans Megan Fox, or a hideous woman because she had a vagina, and like whatever? You would obviously choose the hideous woman,
of course.
Yes. And he was like, he's like, oh, well, it's just like, they're talking about the intrinsic qualities of femininity versus the accidental ones, the essential versus the accidental qualities of femininity and stuff. And then, Dylan Mulvaney or whatever the person's name is pops up on my timeline. He's had the feminization surgery, which is just disturbing.
I know.
And it like dawned on me like, oh, we live in a world like it's obviously everybody's aware of the TQ, the trans question. But like we literally live in a world where the U.S. I think practically is still the most powerful nation on Earth.
Yeah.
Whether it's contended for or whatever, it's the number one still for now. The number one nation on Earth, the number one government on Earth is appointing like insane gender goblin weirdos to positions to make statements about it.
Yeah.
Like that's literally happening in the world.
Yes.
And I just had this like obviously I was on Tumblr during the heyday of Tumblr. Like it's just been a thing and it's been at the fringes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is like a mainstream thing. You didn't like to be squeezed?
No, I'm trying to pick him up. Like he wants to come up, but when I pick him up, he freaks out. There you go. All right. Okay.
He's gonna lick your face and stuff. Okay. He hasn't gotten to say hi to you yet. Truman. There he goes.
You could sniff me.
There you go. But like, I started thinking, thinking about the gender non-binary phenomenon, is I was thinking like, what if these people who are gender non-binary or gender non-conformity are trying to express a humanity that transcends the sexes or something, like whatever, something like that. And I started thinking like, if human beings are either male or female, and the maximal qualities of the masculine and the feminine are counterparts of each other, there is no way to express humanity in its archetypal nature other than the maximally masculine and feminine. It's not possible. It's not the most human expressions of being a human being are maximally feminine or masculine. It's not like being non-binary transcends the gender binary. It's that it privates humanity completely.
Yeah. He really likes my chest.
Do you put anything on it? Is it?
He just keeps looking.
Ugh. I don't want to even look at it.
Stop. There you go, man.
Weird. He
Like
sees
my-
the
he likes my
Matrix.
skin in general. Keeps looking at my arm too.
Dachshunds do that.
Dude.
Yeah, like my Tillman and Beamer, my miniature dachshunds before this one that I kind of grew up with. They would, my dad would sit down on the couch and they'd just lick his legs for hours. They're like lickers. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do it.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, I think it's just there's no way to express humanity outside of the men and women. And there's no way to maximally express humanity without maximally expressing femininity or masculinity.
Right, yeah.
Which is why I think it's so insane for people to not venerate Mary.
Right, yeah, I know.
Like any woman you know is not going to maximally express the virtues of Christ because he's a man.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of an odd. It keeps washing over me how insane things actually are. I know we've talked about that before.
Yeah. There you go. He stopped. I'm sorry about that. You just really
But like
distracted
when
me.
I see videos of like a black guy like flipping out in a McDonald's or something,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, shoot him, shoot him in the head, kill him. Like, why are you just letting him do that?
Yeah.
He's throwing chairs.
Has one of them did that?
No, just whatever. It's
Yeah,
whatever thing you can think of.
Yeah.
You know, like a woman's like throwing cash. Just shoot her. Kill her. These people are acting like animals.
Yeah, yeah.
Just kill them.
Hmm.
We don't care if we kill animals or not. It's weird as I've become like really politically radicalized. On the end of I think it was on the end of the episode with Louise and Caleb, I was talking about how like public executions, something Michael Knowles was talking about. He's like that not only should public executions be instituted, but the president himself should attend them publicly and be like the face of justice. It's like, yes, duh. Thank God someone's saying it.
Yeah.
Like, kill people. We live in a fallen world. Participate in it. I don't know. When I was like, see like, Richard Levine or whatever, the like crazy tranny.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Health search. It's like, kill him on camera and seriously, I don't have the means to do that, and I'm not threatening to do it, but like,
yeah.
Like throw him off a building on camera and broadcast it to the whole country. Like don't humor that. Be like, if you do that, you will die at the hand of the state. Like I've become, it's nothing. It's like everything makes me more and more authoritarian.
Yeah, the more insane.
Yes, it's
the
like you
world
just
gets,
have to kill people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously that would be effective.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Just like Charlemagne.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We used to kill heretics.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And burn them all the time. And the heretics did that to us, and that's fine. They're playing the same game.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I do think it'll be effective.
Yes, obviously. Like only one person has to be shot freaking out in a fast food restaurant.
for others to stop. It's not going to stop, but...
No, but that just one video of that, and they freak out more and just keep doing it over and over. And like, oh wait, maybe the more we do this, the more of us just die. Either we're going to weed you out, or you're going to stop because you know what's going to happen, and you value life.
So either way, you win.
You value life more than chimping out into McDonald's.
Yeah.
I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just kill people. It's the state. Kill somebody. You have the authority to do that. This is like the opposite of the anarchist argument. Right. Like, I just want the state to kill everybody. That'd be funny. I should go find Ace. Ace blocked me, but I should just find him. And be like, what if I think that the state should just kill like 100 people? What if I think that every dictator was better
than any of the nicer people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a fucking was the parliament in Germany has like 750 people on it or something.
Does it really?
Yes. How about you guess that chamber and broadcast it on television?
Wow, I didn't know they had that many people.
You have very white teeth. Do you brush your teeth a ton?
Every day? I guess not a ton.
That's kind of impressive. Well, you don't smoke or drink.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink tea. I drink coffee, but...
Does tea stain your teeth more than coffee?
I believe so.
Okay, I drink a ton of tea. Is that why British people have such bad teeth? Is the smoking and the tea?
Probably. And the incest.
Mainly the Scottish and the Irish. Black people do have white teeth.
Yeah, that too.
You go to Africa and you just turn totally black.
It's pretty funny that Meghan Markle is as black as I am.
The Queen just hates black people.
I could just like make the same claims as her. I'm black, you guys. I am a Negro.
I wouldn't know she was black if she didn't say it. I think she was like kind of Latina.
Yeah,
something.
She's just a mutt. She's not black.
Maybe part South.
She's a fucking quarter black. That doesn't make you black. Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
I never think about her. I forgot she existed for months.
I don't know why that came in conversation today.
Yeah, just kill Meghan Markle. Just kill her.
Just slaughter people.
Yeah, just... I'd be a really bad dictator. No one should ever let me have any kind of power. People are being a problem. Just kill them. Kill them. And
do you not like that? I'm sorry.
What did he do?
He squeaked. I was just scratching the back of his neck.
Did you grab it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he freaks out.
Under his leash.
Yeah.
I mean, his collar.
Yeah, if you squeeze it too much, he freaks out. He doesn't like that.
My Jack Russells used to like that a lot.
Yeah, Jack Russells were weird.
I think that's what his size reminds me of.
Yeah, I do those political compass things, and I'm on like the authoritarian left and stuff. Like, yeah, Pol Pot went too far.
You just kill the wrong
but
people.
Yeah, if you want to maintain political control and stability, you just kill some people.
Yes, I do.
That's just how it's always been.
Yeah.
We don't kill anybody, therefore things are just politically unstable all the time.
Yeah.
If you want to seize political control and stabilize things, kill a couple people. Yeah. And like broadcast it on TV or something.
Or just have more wars.
Which is kind of the same thing.
It is,
yeah. Just have a couple more wars.
I think the difficulty is that we just have whatever we're doing now, I think it is less effective because nobody is asserting themselves.
You have to assert yourself in politics by killing a guy.
Yes, yeah.
It's not. I'm not advocating for the death of any specific person.
Yeah.
And I have no means to do it.
Yes.
Someone should die. Someone should. This is like when they're like, "Oh, the train in Ohio has exploded." Like,
Yeah.
okay, 5 people should be killed. Whoever was in charge of that. Boom, done.
Yeah.
You failed. And you chose to be in politics. You don't kill civilians.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but like, but like, it's not like you're just actively just slaughtering the populace. Like there's a guy in charge of a thing and he makes a fool of you. Maybe he goes. is bad enough for stability or whatever. Like, you know, it's just like the gas prices increased by 400% in a month. It's like, okay, kill a guy. Seriously, I was like looking at the prices of eggs. I'm like, someone should die. Someone should die because eggs are this expensive. I'm not saying everybody should die. I'm not saying gulag everybody. I'm not supposed like somebody is at fault for this. Someone is at fault for this. And that person chose to risk their life to do that. This is probably the most South American part of my personality is like expecting people to be put in barrels and filled with cement and dumped in rivers and disappear forever. I don't know. I mean, politics is inherently violent.
Yeah.
And should be.
We're trying to make it not that.
It just means everything's chaos all the time and just everybody burns everything down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like if the politicians aren't committing the political violence, we will.
Yes, yeah.
And I'd rather politicians do it.
Well, nobody has balls enough to do it anymore, and so it's just yeah.
Except for the Middle Easterners and the Africans and the South Americans.
Yeah, but
we've said that the fate of humanity rests in the hands of the Africans and the South Americans for a reason.
Yes, yeah.
And the East Asians.
Yeah.
Because Thailand has coups d'etats like every 3 years or something.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Southeast Asians know political violence fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we do need more of that.
They're like, oh, but you wouldn't want to die. Well, I'm not a politician. I'm not protesting. That's the fun. So there's like videos of, you know, in like Germany of like climate protesters like sitting in the road in a line and stuff, and they're like, and you expect to hear bang, 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 and I'm like, just kill it. You're Germans. Line them up and shoot them through the head with one bullet. Like you're Germans. You sound like this is what you want to do. Yeah. This guy like dragging them and throwing them, and he's like, oh, whatever they say as Germans. It's like, just shoot them.
Yeah.
That's what Germans do well is political totalitarianism.
They did. Yeah, they're just a bunch of pussies now.
But they have it in them to like...
Yeah.
I think they're like spiritual Lutherans, all of them, but...
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know the synod, whatever German synod voted overwhelmingly, the Catholic synod to like...
Oh, right.
Bless same-sex unions or something. It's like eventually you just have to either kill them all or excommunicate them.
Yes. Most likely excommunicate.
Well, yeah, Francis isn't going to kill anybody.
No. They'll probably just remove themselves. That's what
we're starting our own thing. Yeah. The gay Catholic Church. The gender non-binary Catholic Church of blessed same-sex unions. Our Lady of Blessed Same-Sex Unions.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Germans.
Anyway, I can sense that your momentum's gone.
Yes.
How long did we go?
An hour and 38.
I tried to carry it for another however long it was. I do have to pee, but
yeah.
So today is going to go out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it? 10:53.
Mm-hmm.
I'll suffer to get this one out.
Yes.
And then we'll go to mass tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll drop me off the house. And then you're going to look at keyboards for however long you go at keyboards. And I'll try to get as many as like ready to go for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, however many days it takes. You're going to get one episode of Contra Gentiles per day. Trade workers will be happy. Anybody else will be overwhelmed by the amount of content. And then going forward, I won't have any back catalog to worry about. Anyway, we're done. So we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.